Hello class, welcome to Counseling 570. I apologize if there's any glitches. My computer seems to be running slow, or maybe it's the different pages that I have with a million different tabs open. So hopefully it won't glitch during this video. I think this is like my third or fourth take. Alright, the first thing says to review this tab, and if you click on that, you are going to see there is a recording from Dr. McGinnis that reviews cognitive behavioral therapy, which is chapters 11 and 12. This is going to be useful for you as you are working on figuring out ways to integrate it in treatment. We're also going to be discussing this in our Zoom meeting this week in the beginning, but this will help you to get your gears rolling on this. Secondly, as I mentioned, you have your Zoom meeting on Tuesday, September 9th at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll start with a review on CBT. It's going to be very brief. And then we will go into breakout rooms for you to talk about your client, some of your research, and ways that you're working on getting this assignment together. It's going to be really useful for you as you'll have the opportunity to support your peers, share some of your ideas as they're discussing their clients, and then also you'll be given the opportunity to get feedback from your peers in the process as you're working on this assignment. You're to read chapters 4 and 5 this week. There is another video by Dr. McGinnis on human complexity, reviewing how development should be considered when looking at client conceptualization and treatment planning. Make sure that you review that. Your exam creation discussion, let me open that really quick. This might take a moment, but on this page you're going to see how it says all the prompts and that you need to make sure that you populate the questions by the end of week 5. This is week 3, so you're going to start posting them. Make sure that you do post them because it's really important for me to have your questions to start populating the exam, and I'm going to get it out as soon as possible. The guidelines are here as to what you need to submit in your discussion board. Make sure that you have the correct answer noted and also where to find the answer within your reading. It's really important to have that. Also, it talks about and shows here that you need to make sure that you post your different questions within the exam creation study guide. Right now, as we get to it, you're going to see the examples as how to do that. It looks like some peers have already done so congratulations on you for finishing that. That's great. And the process and what it should look like. If we get back to here, as noted last week, I really am hoping that all of you turned in your Part 2, the references list, because then I'm going to assign, hopefully Monday morning, whom you're going to be reviewing. You click on that tab. It talks about the process as well and exactly what you need to do for your peer review. There is a link here that talks about how you can provide feedback. Again, don't fill out any of the rubrics. In the past, students have been upset when classmates have done so. This isn't a graded process for your peer and their assignment. I will grade their assignment, and it's just complete or incomplete. But make sure that you address the following areas. You're going to look at, is there 2 articles which are related to counseling outcome research? If so, identify which ones. How can you tell if they are or are not outcome research? And then also, which article is from an ACA-related journal? Make sure that you identify that. Secondly, you're going to look at how well do these articles seem to fit together and focus on a topic, and do they seem appropriate for the client they will be addressing? And make sure that you also note any APA errors, any writing errors. This can be in the references, in the citations and whatnot. You can put this as bullets if you prefer, that's fine, but I just want to know that you're looking for the APA style for your peer. That is due Sunday by midnight, and as a reminder, I'm not going to grade the Part 2 until all the peer feedback is submitted. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking because I don't want your peers to be able to have access to your grades. Once you do complete your feedback, it should disappear from your own board. If you are anxious as to whether or not it was submitted, you can always reach out to me, but it's going to disappear. And if for some reason I am looking at the peer feedback when I'm grading it next week and grading Part 2 together, and I don't see it, I will reach out to you to see if you could submit it or resubmit it, as I do want your peers to be able to review my feedback and your feedback. If we go back to the course module, you're going to see there's another link for how to see peer feedback. That's going to be more towards the beginning of week 4, unless your peers completed earlier, which you won't know until you get the feedback. That is it for week 3. Looking ahead, we're going to start digging more so on the case conceptualization as part of the presentation. But that is it for week 3. I hope to see y'all at the Zoom meeting, and I hope you're enjoying class. Thank you.